Oh, hey. Good morning. Welcome to Rivals Teas. Although I ain't got tea, I've got a massive orange squash because I don't drink hot drinks. This is going to be every single morning, 8:30 in the morning on a weekday. Catch up with myself. It is official. I got made redundant. I am now a full-time YouTuber, at very least for the summer. So through the summer months, there's going to be a lot of news. Obviously, a lot of transfer news. Up until then, there's going to be rumours. And, of course, there's games. There's games tonight. So after I drop my daughter to school, I'm getting involved. Yep, it is early. What you saying, Benz? Listen, you're going to have to put up with me squinting at the screen as well for a while because I do have an appointment to get my glasses sorted this week. Now that I'm going to be doing this, I need to be able to see the screen. Until then, you're just going to have to put up with me squinting at the screen. What you're saying, Jaheim. And do you know what? The good thing is, anyone that hasn't seen already, I've pinned the link. In fact, let me share it now again, yeah? If any of you want to join, so this is a show that's predominantly going to be me. If I do speak to any other content creators, and you know them, like they're always up late, but if any of them are awake, they're going to join me. But if not, any of you lot, as long as you have a camera and you can come on your phone, as long as your camera is turned on, yeah, you can join me. I've put the link in there right now. Click on the link and you can join me. You don't have to, but if any of you want to join me, you can do. In fact, I'm going to put it in the community as well in case it hasn't already. In fact, I'll put it in the chat. So if anyone wants to join me, the link's there. Come on and let's talk football. What have we got to get through? Right. So Cass, last night, he set me up with what we're going to talk about today. First one is Saka. Obviously, Arteta's come out and confirmed that Saka's been playing a lot more games behind. Played a game behind closed doors. I think he's had 6 training sessions. We're going to talk on that. Going to talk on the impact of that. We are also going to talk, of course, about Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland is injured. Yeah. I think people are still estimating at the number of the weeks. I think Cass put in the title 6 weeks. It could be longer. Look, he's got ongoing tests. It could be 6 weeks. It could be up to 12 weeks. We'll talk on that. And the final one, which I find fucking hilarious, right, is Cass put, could Man United shake up the top 4? That's Cass just trying to put his agenda across that they're going to get something against Forest. We can talk on that as well if Man United can actually get anything. Who's that? Nick saying, I'll be done, Jim, by 10:15. I'll jump on 5-10 minutes. I won't be live at that time, unfortunately, Nick. I'm here 8:30 till 9:30. Then I'm over to the City channel to do City content at that time. So yeah, I'm going to be on here from about 8:30 till 9:30 every morning. So like I said, the link is there. Anyone wants to join me, they can join me. If not, I can communicate with you all through the yes, Paddy's being shameless. 5 to 10. 10-15 minutes. Yeah. Sound. Yeah, jump on. Sorry, my bad. That was me. Full-time on YouTube. Yeah, I'm full-time. I don't think I'll be full-time forever, but so for those of you that don't know, I have always had a full-time job, whereas Cass has been doing YouTube. I got made redundant. I got advised I was going to be made redundant about what are you saying, Tiago's father? Yeah, full-time, bro, for the summer. I got made redundant. Today's my first day. I got made redundant. I've actually got, I think it's 12 weeks, which is actually a pylon, which means basically I get paid to not work and then I'm redundant. Which I'm happy with, by the way. If anyone's unsure, I'm happy with that. It was time for me to change anyway, so happy with that. Taking the summer off, got a few holidays booked and whatever else, and want to build this channel a bit more, want to build We Are the South Stand a bit more, get those up to where as far as they can go. And then I'm going to probably assess things in round about August, September. And then decide what I want to do, to be honest with you, and start applying for jobs. But no rush. I'm good for up to about a year, to be fair. So, yeah, So here we are. You have me. And I know some of you won't be very happy with having me on your screen. Some of you absolutely fucking hate me. I understand. I get that. And some of you be happy. But yeah, going to be here every single morning, 8:30. I'm going to be on more of the shows during the day. You know what? Anyone that doesn't want to see my ugly mush on your screen, just tune into the late night shows. Any show after 9 p.m, you probably won't catch me on because I like to go bed early. But the early morning shows, the lunchtime shows, I'm going to be here. Usual housekeeping, people, please, please, please get those likes up. I know it's early, but we're going to be here every single morning without fail. Look, one of the things that I've clocked is I'm usually in my office by 9 o'clock in the morning, and I love YouTube, so I'll go on YouTube while I'm working. If I wasn't on a conference call, and the one thing I see is not too many people go live in the morning. Man United content creators actually dominate the morning a bit. So I thought, you know what? It's a slot I'm going to grab. Going to build up every single morning. And look, we're coming into the summer season, so there's going to be so much to talk about. Do you also wake up at 4 a.m, take an ice bath for your face? You know what? That's what I did last summer. The more I get on top of my sleeping pattern, the earlier I wake up. And with hay fever as well, I don't know. I'm not LB. Yep, you're definitely not LB. Man City fan, I'm not LB. You're not LB, but you've got LB's... You're not LB, you just get LB's picture. Yeah, I get that. Now, you know what? In the morning, I get really bad hay fever through the summer. So that kind of... The minute I wake up... hay fever kicks in, and then I can't get back to sleep. So yeah, a nice wake up, 2-minute cold shower, freezing cold shower, a walk, all that good stuff. And that the key is right now, this is why these shows are actually quite important for me as well, is obviously I've been made redundant. With that, you get a redundancy. Now, knowing myself, I think most of you that watch me know that I like a drink. And I've managed to get on top of that and cut down my drinking massively, massively, massively. Now, being made redundant, not having work in the morning and having a fuck off paycheck means I could very, very, very easily just be up till 5 in the morning, drinking and, you know, piss it all up the wall. So instead, you know what? Early nights, getting up early, vibing with you lot, bringing you football content, and that'll help to keep me in a good place. So look, it's for me and it's for you, this. So right then, let's get into it. Let's check the likes first and foremost. 54 likes. Nah. Listen, I know there's only 100 of you in here so far, 99 of you in here. You know what? That could 100 of you in it. That could easily come to 200 if the 100 of you that are in here smash the like button. So please get those likes up nice and early. The higher you get those likes, the more people will join the stream, the more the chat can be shameless. And I know that's what you want to be. What's the job that made me redundant? I need to put these comments on the screen, don't I? By the way, remember, I'm not as technical as Cass, so you've got to bear with me as well. Every day I will get better. So I was a contract and procurement manager for Santander, which basically meant I managed the relationship between them and their service providers and associated budgets and whatever else. Ciao, Santander. Cheers for the massive payout. And I will be closing down my Santander bank account. But anyway, yeah, love for that. Right then, let's get into it. What you saying? How you feeling on getting Verts or Camavinga? I want both, bro. I want both. If we want to start there, yeah, I want both. I want Camavinga and I want Verts. Listen, we need a big rebuild. I'm under no illusion that we don't. So yeah, let's see how it happens. Right then, Saka news. I know there's going to be a good few Arsenal fans in it, as they always are. By the way, I don't hate Arsenal, right? And the one thing that's happened this season, yeah, is now we're not in the title race this season. I can kind of look at clubs a bit different. What are you saying, Jamie Phillips? Love. Yeah, and do you know what? I get why some people moan about the Arsenal hate, because it does seem like sometimes some content creators definitely do have a hate for Arsenal. Me at times, I'm not going to lie. It isn't Arsenal. It's Arsenal fans. We all know that. Remember, people, by the way, I'm going to put the link in here again if any of you want to join me, because it's always good to bounce conversations off of people. There is a link for any of you to join me. Right, so Arteta has come out. Let me read the tweet. Where are we? Right, so Arteta has come out and said, Arteta confirms that Bukayo Saka. What are you saying, bro? Damn Zone, what? Do you want to jump on? I didn't think you'd be awake. The link's there, bro. If you want to jump on, early doors every morning now, 8:30. Bukayo Saka, yeah. Do you know what? I struggle with that. My brain's not awake yet. Bukayo Saka has already played a match behind closed doors as part of his recovery. Yeah, we played once, but before that, he had 6 consecutive sessions with the team. He was good. He played that game and felt completely fine. What I want to know is, did he score in the game? Yeah, that was me pronouncing that name. I completely butchered that. So, look, I've seen a lot of conversations. D, I know that you have had these conversations. I know, bro. Oi, D or Dean, whoever's behind FamZone, I've put the link in. Jump on in it. I'm going to share it with you one more time. Jump in quickly. Let's have a little chat, because this is a perfect time for you. Jump in, D. Jump in. I've sent the link. Jump in. Let's have a chat about it. 6 sessions and then a game behind closed doors. Yeah, for me, simple. He's ready to go. Now, will he start tonight? That is the question. I don't think they'll start him, but I would expect we may well see him tonight. I expect we may well see him tonight. Yeah, D, jump in. Where did I get this jacket from? Everyone asking, where's Cass? You lot know Cass better than I know Cass, yeah? At 9 o'clock in the morning, 8:30 in the morning, where do you think Cass is? Right? Cass is in bed. Yeah. Cass is in bed. What am I drinking? This is orange juice, mate. Just orange squash, in fact, not orange juice. Cass is in bed. You know Cass is in bed. But yeah, I personally think, look, see him for what? 30 minutes today? Saka? I'd expect to see him for 30 minutes. I can't lie. Now, how much of a difference will it make tonight? Not too much, because I think Arsenal win tonight. But they need to get D, jump in. Come on. You like this, Daps, for real. Chilled morning streams. Bro, jump in with me if you like it. Get involved. Pause. Yeah, do you know what? I think it won't make a big deal with tonight, but it will make a big deal because I believe... When is the first leg? When's the first leg of the Champions League, actually? Is it next weekend? It is, isn't it? No, it's definitely not vodka. He's not home. He could jump in on his phone, but fair enough. The first leg of the Champions League is next week. It's very important that Arsenal get some game time. Here we go. We got some. 1 second. Let me get my headphones on. Two-man layout. Yo.
On, Governor.
Can't I hear you? Can anyone else hear him?
No?
Bet Cass is turning these down or something.
Hang on.
1 second.
How about now? Yes, no?
Yeah, Cass turned his headphones off. What are you saying, bro? You good?
Yeah, man. How you going? All right?
Who are we speaking to? You or the birds?
Fuck, it's noisy out here, man. It's crazy. I'm trying to get into a quiet area.
I take it you're in Australia.
Sun down here. 100%, brother. Down under.
Down under. Good. Well,
yeah.
today, mate.
Yes, good day. Bukayo Saka. Where's Hooks when you need him? Because that man is going to be giddy as hell if he ends up playing
Who do you support,
tonight.
Nick?
Liverpool fan.
Oh, okay.
I'm the one that does all your little intro videos. Come on, bro.
Bro, I don't know this. Remember, I'm technically, although I'm old to this, I'm new to this. I know that Nick does the videos, but I don't know that Nick was from Australia and looked like that. I didn't know nothing about
right.
Nick. There we go. Nice to meet you. And thanks.
Yeah,
the
likewise,
intros,
brother.
by the way, the intros are elite.
I try. When I get some spare time at work, I just quickly put them together, and we rock and roll. So yeah, man.
And right now, I guess you're struggling with the international break, innit? There's been fuck all for you to really do.
I hate it, man. Like even then, like you wake up in the morning, you catch a end of 10 minutes in the morning, but then it's crap. And like, thankfully, the games are returned. The time difference, it sort of puts things in a spin now. So it's a little bit earlier for me because you guys are now. Well, it's almost 7 a.m. here, and it's like 9 for you. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a guy. Well, mainly it's a guy called Alan who's based over there in Australia. He comes on the City Channel, and if I'm doing them at like 7 in the evening, I swear it's like 5 in the morning over there or something like that.
Yes, yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's why I like those early evening streams. Are like death. I catch all that shit once I'm in the office.
Yeah. I hear that. Yeah. So Saka, what are you saying? Right. Forget the league. How important and how much of a difference do you think Saka makes to Arsenal in the Champions League?
Well, this is the thing. No one's giving him a shot against Real Madrid. Let's be real; they all have a shot against Real Madrid. It's just the percentages. What do you base it on? The defense, can they hold out their attack and all that shit. But from a creative aspect and a goal-scoring aspect, he is their danger man. When he's on the pitch, it's a different dynamic altogether. So there is an importance for him to play. But this is the dilemma now. Arsenal fans are now saying, play him, don't play him. That's the question mark they have now.
Yeah, I hear that. I think the other thing as well is, for me, he's even more important at home than the away game. Because
100% the home game. Yeah.
Because they have to make that home game count. The home game, they have to. For me, I've said it before, I think they need at least a 2-goal advantage going into the second leg. And even at a 2-goal advantage, I wouldn't be overconfident if I'm them. But they need at least a 2-goal advantage going into that second leg for me. And that's where you need. Go on.
Yeah. Well, this is the dilemma now that they have. If it's a slender lead, let's say it's 1-0, 60th minute, 70th minute, and they're leading, do they hold off and try and take that 1-0 to the Bernabeu, or do they bring on Saka if he doesn't start and try and get a second goal? But this is the risk. He's come back from a lengthy injury. Doctors have cleared him. It's all good to go. Yeah. But there's that doubt in the back of their heads. Maybe even his mind as well. I'm fit. I'm fully fit. But do I have the same acceleration? Do I have the same burst of speed to turn a player? That's maybe the question marks that you're thinking about. And you've seen players come and go as well, man, like De Bruyne, multiple injuries. His legs don't have it in him anymore to be as quick as he used to be on the ball. So these things do affect you, even though he's like 10 years younger than him. So
they do. I mean, look, this is his first. I think this is Saka's first big injury, right? It's his first big one. Pause. I am right, innit? Saka had no other long-term injuries like this. He's had little niggly ones, but he's been pretty good, isn't he?
You're in there.
Yeah. I think that's the key, is he's played one game, he's had 6 training sessions. Now, Arsenal will have 2 games before the first leg of the Champions League final, right? They've got one tonight, and then there'll be Fulham tonight, and then
Everton. Everton away.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I would say if he's had 1 training session behind those closed doors, 6 training sessions, 1 game behind closed doors, I would say tonight we could expect to see him for 20 minutes.
I guess so. I don't think he's going to start him from the get-go. You probably see him jump on, because you start him, then he's probably going to say, all right, play 60 minutes, see how you go. Then maybe against Everton, put him on late in the game. If he puts him on 20, 30 minutes in this game, then he might start him against Everton, rest him, and then there might be a temptation to start him against Real Madrid.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Or maybe even Give him 20 minutes today. Give him 35 minutes against Everton at the weekend. And mind you, Everton's away in it. Yeah, do you know what? It don't matter. I don't think Arsenal are going to be prioritising that no matter what. They're not catching up with you. And then they could start him if they give him 20 minutes tonight, 35 minutes. They could start him and give him maybe 60 minutes at home against Real Madrid. I just see someone else you've joined, but your camera is not on. Anyone that joins, I expect your camera to be on only. Otherwise, not going to be.
On.
Yeah, cameras must be on. First super chat, Daps. Hope you're well, bro. New show locked in up the Villa. Yes, Hudson. What are you saying? Long time no speak. Need to catch up. Are you still up north now? Need to catch up next summer. But I appreciate that, bro. Big love, big love. And I need to chat to you about unwrapping my car still because I need to get my car unwrapped. Give him full 90. We need this. What's up? So Angie's saying full 90. What against Real Madrid? Right. All right. So that's a question. That's a question for Arsenal fans. Nah, they can't mean against Fulham. They can't mean first game back. But that's a question for Arsenal fans. Do you risk playing him for the full 90 against Real Madrid? How important?
That's the question.
You can't.
How much do you want it?
You can't.
How much do you want it?
Because the problem is with that is, like we said, it's his first major injury. If you play him for too long, and he gets a reoccurrence, you could have fucked his whole career. Like
that's what people are talking about. That's what people are talking about. That's the risk.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm going to jump it off, man. I've got to start driving, but I'll be tuning in. Peace out. Thanks, brother. Take care, boys. Make sure you sub.
And for you, thank you for all the work. Now I know who you are. I will remember your face.
All good.
But thank you.
Morning shows are good. Like the stream. Support Daps. He's your boy. Don't worry about Cass. Cass is nighttime. Daps is daytime. I can't differentiate between the two.
Love, Nick. Love.
Peace out.
In a bit. Right. So this comment, he is fully fit. I hear you with being fully fit, right? But there's fully fit. There's match fit, right? The big difference. Big difference between being fully fit and match fit. And the other thing is, just because he's fully fit, he can still get reoccurrences. And by the way, I'm not here saying he will at all. I do agree with you. So far, what we've seen of Saka, he's built different. I also would say that I think so far what I've seen of Rodri is built different. But I've seen Vinny. I've seen what happened to Vincent Kompany. And the minute you keep getting played for too long, right, that's an issue. I'm not saying he shouldn't start, not tonight, but giving him a full 90 minutes. Someone said playing for the full 90 minutes. I don't know if he's ready to do a full 90 minutes. I'll be real. That is a big risk. And how much do you want to risk? Johnny, I've just had someone called Johnny join. Need your camera on, mate. So anyone that's joining, the link is pinned. You're welcome to join the stream, but your camera must be on. I'm not risking adding people and then it being Jack Napier and him trying to get his schlong out in the middle of a screen at 9 o'clock in the morning. Listen, we like sausage sandwiches for breakfast. We don't like sausages for breakfast. There's a big difference. So, Johnny, you're welcome to join, but I need your camera to be turned on, mate. Yeah. In fact, need to connect their mic and cam before. Yeah, you haven't got anything connected. So, yeah, I agree with you. Break him in. Break him in gently. That's what I'd do as well. Daps, would you swap your girl for another UCL? I ain't got a girl. Technically, I ain't got a girl. I mean, seeing a girl, I ain't got a girl to swap. So, how do we join? You join here. Here is the link. Let me just write that off by. Link to join. Link to join. Girl I was travelling with. Travelling where? What do you mean the girl I was travelling with? Where was I travelling? I don't travel. Ah, Donna. The only girl for me. The only girl for me. Donna Cullen. I don't know what you mean about the girl I was travelling with, because I ain't been travelling. How many games until we play the full 90? I personally think that if I was Arteta, I'd give Saka, I'd give him 25 minutes tonight, maybe 20 minutes. Then I'd give him maybe 35, 40 minutes on the weekend against Everton, maybe a half against Everton. And then I would look to start him. I would look to start him next week. I think he is important that you start. Here we go. But I would not. I'd start him, against Real Madrid and just see. What are you saying, bro?
Hey,
You good?
hi. Yeah,
You good?
first time here.
What are you saying? Who do you support?
Chelsea.
Shock. Would you start
Yeah.
Saka?
Nah, 30 minutes at the home leg. Don't use him for the Madrid. Take a draw the second leg. Take a draw over to the Emirates. Then the second leg, hold out for a 0-0.
Hold on.
Keep it 0-0 until the last 30 minutes.
What? Are you joking? You would take a draw to the Bernabeu?
Take a draw to Emirates. The first leg is at the Bernabeu, right?
No, first leg's at the Emirates.
Oh, then I'll bring him on for 30 minutes.
Yeah. I was gonna say you can't be going to the Bernabeu second leg with a draw, thinking everything's gonna be fine. Yeah. All right. See what you'd. So you wouldn't play him in the first leg?
The first leg, no.
Not at all. Hold on, but he's fit. He's fit now. He might get minutes tonight.
Fit to run around, fit to last 90 minutes, but nah, if he's being tackled.
All right. So if he plays, let's say he plays for 20 minutes tonight, yeah? Then let's say he plays for another 20 minutes at Everton, you still wouldn't play him.
If you gradually use 30 minutes for the upcoming Premier League matches up to the first leg, then why not?
Yeah, you play him, yeah?
Yeah, if he needs to ease him in. Yeah, 30 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Well, while you're here, let's talk Chelsea real quick. Are you beating Spurs?
No. Now we'll go to sleep and then we'll concede 2 late goals. We are having Sanchez at the back. We can have the best attack in front, right? We can have Messi, Neymar in the front, but we have Sanchez at the back. It's no point. I given up. I don't bother about watching our games anymore. Yeah, Sanchez is really a clown.
Yeah, but you know your record against Chelsea, against Spurs.
Yeah, I mean, we don't lose. That's all I say. We won't lose, but a draw means nothing. A win means nothing. I don't think we're ready for Champions League. And winning the Conference League is nothing. I don't think we're ready for Champions League. I don't want top 4.
Fucking hell. And I thought,
this squad is not ready. Like, we let Silva go, and we brought in Badiashile and Disasi. We let Kante and Kova go. I wanted to keep Kova. We let him go to you guys. Oh my gosh. We let Kova go. What? And we spent 100 million.
Kova's been all right for us. Kova's been all right for us. He's been good for us.
He's the right partner.
He gets some pelters, but I think you know what? Alongside Rodri, Kova's when he's played alongside Rodri, Kova's been
and Kova, awesome.
Yeah. They've been really good.
Jorginho next to him, and he did a lot of dirty work at the back. He had to run around. Oh my gosh, he got injured often. So he got the worst Kova. I mean, didn't get injured.
Where are you based?
Singapore.
Where do you live? Singapore. Oh, okay. Soups, who lives with us, he used to work over there. There. Yeah. My dad used to live in Thailand, not too far away as well from you.
Oh, Thailand. Cool.
Yeah, rest in peace. Anyway, appreciate you joining on. I'm going to get Andy in now. Love.
Take care.
Thanks for watching. Smash the like as well, people. Before I get Andy in, cheers, mate. Thank you. Before I get Andy in, let's see what the likes are on. The likes are on 102. Need to be high. Get the likes up, people. Keep smashing that like button. Let me get Andy in. What are you saying, Andy? Hold on, Andy, your camera is. Oh, all right. Well, Andy was there. Then he decided to leave just as I brought him into the stream. Johnny and Lewis both sat backstage. You need to turn your cameras on. Not letting anyone join the stream without their camera on, I'm afraid. I just need to make sure that you are human beings. There we go. Hello, mate. Hello. Your network is... Yeah, your network is really bad. Yeah, non-existent bad, in fact.
Can you see me all right?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Count to 10.
Not working. 1 minute, Daps.
Yeah, cool. Right. So that is that on that. Let's talk on Haaland quick. Right. Haaland. I think we were all aware now. Haaland at the weekend got an injury against Bournemouth in the FA Cup. Went down, got a bit of treatment, went off the pitch, came back on. The minute he put any sort of pressure back on his ankle, he fell to the floor and had to be subbed off. So far, the test, Manchester City on their official website, official app, came out yesterday and confirmed. In fact, let me read it out to you. Let me just find it. Bear with me. So the statement from Manchester City reads, and this is official. This is not an Ornstein Bummer. This is not anyone else. Right. Manchester City FC can confirm that Erling Haaland has suffered an injury to his left ankle. The Norwegian striker sustained the injury during Sunday's FA Cup quarter-final victory away at AFC Bournemouth. Erling underwent initial tests in Manchester on Monday morning and will now seek specialist consultation to confirm the full extent of the injury. Assessments remain ongoing to ascertain a full prognosis. The expectation is that Erling Haaland will be fit in time to play a further part in the remainder of this season, including the summer's FIFA Club World Cup. Everyone at the club wishes Erling a speedy recovery. Right. So ultimately what that tells us is that for me, when they say an ongoing part in this season, I think he's going to be out for about 6 weeks. I don't think we can expect to see him too much. I think he's definitely going to be out for Leicester. He's definitely going to be out for Man United. Like I say, I think it's going to be 4 to 6 weeks before we see him back. Now, if this was to have happened before, and by the way, it is always funny because there's a big debate I was listening to yesterday on TalkSport about the more you play players, the more they're likely to get burnt out and suffer a big injury. Now, Rodri had impact, right? Can burnout lead to impact injuries being worse? That is the question, right? Haaland has been overused this season. Vardy has been overused this season. And now with Erling Haaland's out. If this was before January, we would be in major, major, major trouble. Thank fucking God we got Marmoush. Now, I just saw a comment on Marmoush. This. Marmoush will overplay, like Josko. Yeah, but Josko's a whole season, right? Marmoush, it was an ankle injury. Yeah, he'll be out for the rest of the month. But on this one, about Marmoush will be overused, I don't know if we can definitely say that yet, because the thing is that he's already had a rest. I know he played a lot for Frankfurt, but since he's joined City, he hasn't been starting every game. So even if we play him for the remainder of the season, right, I don't think that's overuse, because we've got including the FA Cup, we've probably got about 9 games left this season. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Oh my God. If you lot can see, Donna, you are not joining the stream. No. Donna, no. Right, just no. Donna is backstage. Donna wants to join the stream. Donna, respectfully, no. We love you to bits. You're not joining the stream. But yeah, so I don't think Marmoush will be overused. Now, sorry. I think if, like I said, thank God we got Marmoush in, because without Marmoush right now, we would be in major shit. I actually think this is very good for Marmoush, because if Haaland stayed fit, how much game time would Marmoush get? This now means before the start of next season, we've got time to have Marmoush fully embedded into the first 11, right? So I feel like this could be a bit of a blessing in disguise for Marmoush, that, you know, he will now be played as the number 9 for Manchester City for the next 4 to 6 weeks at least. Now, this is also a good thing for Erling Haaland, because it also means when Erling Haaland gets back to fully fit, we don't have to rush him back either, because, again, Marmoush will be in, so we can slowly integrate him back in. It is never ideal to have someone like Erling Haaland injured. Let me make it clear. I'm not trying to put a positive on this, that it's fine. We don't need Erling Haaland. He's a very important player. But it is what it is. It's not as bad as it could have been. If this was 3 months ago, we'd be in the bin. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Is Marmoush a 10 or 8? Not sure. For City, he's now a 9, mate. He's neither. He's now a 9. He'll be playing up top. Bit like he did when he came on at the weekend. When he came on against Bournemouth, he was playing up top by himself. So I think that's the beauty with Marmoush. He can play as a 9. He can play as a 10. He can actually play on the wings as well. So someone saying, what's the defensive situation? Right, sorry about that. Sorry, hay fever's fully in me now. Defensive situation with City. I think something we saw at the weekend was quite interesting. Now, I think since Vardy has joined us, I've wanted to see a partnership of Vardy and Diaz. Very much so. Pep's obviously decided to play Vardy on the left, and he's done a great job playing on the left. However, yeah, my headset is backwards, but I don't need my headset, to be fair. There's no one in the stream now, so I don't know why I've got it on. Actually, my headset wasn't backwards. Look. Anyway, yeah, so now that at the weekend, what we saw Vardy move in centrally, second half, and then Nico O'Reilly go on the left. Now, I'm thinking, is that what we should start doing for the rest of the season, right? Should we start giving Nico a bit more of a run on the left and let Vardy and Diaz play as our centre-back partnership, and then put Kuzanov on the right? That is personally what I would like to see. The reason being is we know alongside Diaz is ideally Diaz needs a ball-playing centre-back. Look, Vardy has proven. In fact, to be fair, before Vardy joined us, we knew he could play with his feet. Since Vardy has joined us, we can see that Vardy is good with his feet, right? So why not? Because Akanji, I think, is still out. Stones is still out. Ake's still out, right? Why don't we see a partnership of Vardy and... By the way, I still want to see Vitor Hayes get some game time, and I still want to see Kuzanov. But for me, Kuzanov can play on the right. With his pace, let Kuzanov play on the right-hand side. Who we got? Hold on. Donna Cullen just actually joined the stream with the camera on, but now her camera is off. Donna, put your camera back on, please. Donna, come on, put your camera back on. I can see you, Donna, backstage. Put your camera back on. That was baffling. Oh, Cass, where are you when I need you? Anyway, let's move on from Haaland. Let's move on from City. People, after this, I will be on my City channel. Oh, camera went on for a second and then went straight back off. Come on, Donna, one more time. Yeah, Donna, I can confirm you are a man. Thanks for that, Donna. We love you on the channel, Donna, but not today. Cheers. It's too early. Fucking hell. Right. So let's move on to the last thing that Cass wanted me to talk about. Where are we? Daps, what does Cass think his team is going to do at Forest tonight? So, for those of you that don't know, Cass has done a preview on Nottingham Forest Fan TV with Wolfie. I recommend you go over there, give that a watch. Cass honestly does think they're going to get something against Forest. You know Cass. Cass always thinks United are going to get a result. Deep down, Cass is a very, very, very positive Manchester United fan. Now, me personally, I'll be absolutely shocked if United get anything against Forest. The one thing I would say, it's away from home, and Man United are better away from home, bizarrely. But I don't know, man. Don't get me wrong. The mad thing is, I'm here actually saying I want Man United to get something against Forest. I need them to. It's mad that Man United. I think this is probably where Cass was going with the headline. The headline: can Manchester United shake up the top four? Because think about it, Manchester United have Nottingham Forest and then Manchester City. If they take points against City and Forest, what does that mean for Chelsea? What does that mean for Brighton? What does that mean for Bournemouth? What does that mean for Newcastle? So I do get what he's saying. Can I see it happening? I don't think so. Perfect man to join the stream. Andy.
Right. First, can you hear me properly?
I can hear you perfectly.
Right. Well, mine's a little bit glitchy. I'm at work and everything, so I can't help the signal.
Well, you're either at work or you're on the way to a rave. So it was one of the two.
Well, I'm definitely at work.
Right. Nah, high vis. You can wear a high vis to a rave, back in the 80s and 90s. Right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, Andy.
Well, truthfully, back in my day, it was a bit more different. If you put a high vis on and you were booting somebody's door off, it was more like, oh, coppers are there. And you just carried on doing what you were doing.
Yeah. So, Cass thinks he's going to get something against you lot. What do you think? Yeah, network's gone again, isn't it?
He's delusional.
Oh,
That's
right.
what I think on that one.
Right. Was that a long pause? Was that a long pause or was there a delay?
Really is they've got the fitness side of it. Like, obviously, we played that extra game with the FA Cup over the weekend, stuff like that. But other than that, they've really got nothing going for them. So I don't know where he's thinking he's going to get at least a draw from. I really don't.
I think it's from probably the fact that you've played 120 minutes. I can hear you. Can you hear me? There might be a delay, though. Yeah, there's a crazy delay. I reckon there's about a 10-second delay. Yeah, the delay's mad. Yeah, I think the delay's mad.
A little delay, yeah, it's a little delay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I do think it's from that. And look, Cass, you watch the channel. You
No,
watch the channel.
You, Mons, Cass, Wolf.
Yeah.
You're OGs. You're OGs.
So you know that Cass always thinks United are going to get something. Cass is a very positive United fan, you know. I know sometimes he doesn't always come across that way, but deep down, he is. He is. So he thinks he's going to get something. I can't see it, but that 120 minutes.
For the
Andy, the lag is mad. The lag is mad. I'll catch up with you another time soon, Andy, yeah?
Yeah.
Thanks for joining. Love. Right. Yeah, for me, I can't see United getting anything. I know United have got a bit better defensively recently. So maybe that's something Cass is putting it on. And I do think the 120 minutes will catch up with Forest a little bit, but I don't know, man. I need United to have to work their absolute arse off, because we've got them at the weekend, and we can't be losing both games home and away to Man United this season. It can't happen. Cannot happen. United to beat Forest. You think? Right. What else can we talk about? Any questions? Because I want to keep going for another 8 minutes. Actually, let's just check Twitter quickly. Are there any news on Twitter? Let me just go and check. Fab. Perfect. Forest will keep a clean sheet and nick a set-piece goal. Yeah, I can see that. I can't. You know what it is with Man United? Let's just be real. Yes, Boots, what you're saying, bro. Early one every morning now. I can't see the threat from Man United. That's the problem. And that's what I'm hoping against them at the weekend as well. Who's their biggest threat? I know United fans hate hearing this, but United's biggest threat is Bruno Fernandes. And that's the truth, right? It's gonna piss United fans off. But for me, Bruno Fernandes, I was saying this yesterday, Bruno Fernandes for Man United's undroppable. Actually, what's everyone's take on Bruno Fernandes in the comments? Can people please, so I can get a bit of a consensus? Because I think from what I'm seeing, I actually haven't seen too many Man United fans in the chat. I've seen more Arsenal, Forest, City. What is terrible? He's shite. Keep going. I want to see a few. And when you say he's terrible and he's shite, right? Let's do it in comparison to the rest of Manchester United's squad, not your own team. Right, Marcus says Man United's best player. I agree. Bruno, great player, bad leader. Probably agree. Bruno is carrying them. It doesn't piss me off, honestly, Daps. United fans overhate him because he's the backbone of our team for years now. Can't stand him, but he's been decent recently, must admit. Bruno is better than a lot of players in our squad, but he's not good enough. Big up, Daps. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm very good. Deals. Long time no speak, man. Long time no speak. Still terrible. Bruno needs to go to Madrid. That's his level. He's great and wonderful. Right. So I think Clutch. Right. So I think we all agree that ultimately. And by the way, I'm not saying that Bruno Fernandes gets into a prime Manchester United team that did a treble. Right. I'm not. But where Man United are. Another one, nearest to world class they have. I think that's it. That for me, and I think the fact that Amorim, I don't know if any of you have heard what Amorim said yesterday, in fact, but Amorim in his press conference yesterday said Bruno is not going anywhere. He is part of my long-term plans. My long-term plan is to win the Premier League. And to win the Premier League, we need a squad with players like Bruno Fernandes. He then went on to talk about how many games Bruno plays every season and how much he contributes with goals and assists. So, love. So, yeah, Bruno's their biggest threat. Xerxes looks all right, but I don't see him as a threat. Haaland is not a threat. Garnacho has a goal in him, but also has a lot of fucking mistakes in him and a lot of selfishness in him. Who else is there that's a threat? Anyone? Oh, and Ahmad. Actually, United fans, any United fans in here? Love United, hate the op. Do we know when Ahmad is back, by the way? And do we know when Kobe's back? Anyone? Ahmad carried them most. Yeah, I agree. No, I agree on the Ahmad thing. Anyone know when Ahmad and Kobe are back? Anyone in the comments? Could be back in May. And what about Kobe? Is Kobe out for the rest of the season? Put that up. Ahmad could be back in May. Okay. What, and Kobe out for the rest? Kobe is back in a few weeks. Okay, perfect. So neither of them are back for the weekend. Lovely. Right, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I do agree. I think Ahmad's probably, for me, Ahmad is United's. Nah, Bruno's United's best player. Right, you know what? I prefer Ahmad to Bruno, but we can't deny Bruno is probably United's best player. You can't put up the numbers that Bruno puts up and then not be considered their best player for me. For me, I do like Ahmad. I like Ahmad a lot. But yeah, actually, yeah, I've just seen this as well. I forgot about Oscar Bob. There is a chance we start seeing a bit more of Oscar Bob because he's been back in training for a minute now. I wouldn't. Andy, here we go. There we go. Basically, Andy's saying not getting anything at the City ground. Yeah, I don't disagree, mate. I can't see him getting anything. What are the likes on people? Let's get these likes up a little higher. 132. If we could get the likes up to 150 before I end the stream, that would be absolutely beautiful. 107 of you in here. So just keep smashing those like buttons, getting them up. And remember, I am going to be here every morning. This morning, there is not too much news, so I'm just going to vibe with you lot. I'm going to be here no matter what. I don't care if there's 50 people in here. I don't care if there's 800 people in here. I'm going to be here every single morning from 8:30 till 9:30, just vibing with you lot, getting involved with the comments. The links will always be shared for people to come on with their camera on. Donna, I'm very sorry. Very, very sorry. But I did tell you the camera has to be on. Look. If you want to join the stream, the camera has to be on, Donna. It's all love, but the camera has to be on. It doesn't have to be on just for me to see it briefly. We have to be able to show your lovely face to the world. So, what's this? Did you sort that stuff out with your work, Daps? Yes, I did. That's why I'm here. I've been made redundant, yeah. But I'm happy with it, by the way. Let's just be clear. There's a difference between redundancy and sacking. I got made redundant, and I'm all good for it. What's this? Steve said some of the fans will protest today. Is it true? Yeah. So just to explain to everyone real quick, there's a lot going on at Manchester City that City fans, the local City fans aren't happy about. Let me be clear. Because it's very easy for this to become a divide between local City fans and global City fans. This is not that, right? This is nothing to do with City fans not wanting global fans, right? What it is to do with is the fact that the club are increasing prices on tickets constantly. The club are not renewing season tickets. The club are not issuing any new season tickets. So say someone passes away, right? their season ticket cannot be passed on to anyone in their family. Say somebody gets banned, right? That season ticket is not being put back on the market. Also, if someone passes away, that season ticket is not being put back on the market. What they are doing is they are taking what would be that season ticket and then they're selling them individually. It's very similar to Chelsea fans. You'll know about this as well. It's very similar to what's going on at Chelsea as well. That basically ticket prices are going up and up and up. City have now partnered with another, I believe it's something like their 9th ticket partner, who are selling tickets on their website. So this is, by the way, this is an official ticket partner, and they're selling the ticket for almost twice as much on their website. So basically, yeah, there we go. Here's a great example. Yeah, so let me just put this super chat up. Andy saying, tomorrow, I can't wait. Trust me, I'm not going to be lagging. Yeah. Andy, I will see you here tomorrow morning. Big love for the super chat as well. So basically, in the South Stand, the number of stewards in the South Stand is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It's almost like they've got little SWAT teams now as well. They are constantly looking for people to ban people, right? They're actively trying to ban people so that they can take their season ticket off of them, right? I know somebody that got banned for something. The police then dropped the charges and said he did nothing wrong, right? He got a statement from the police. He went to the club and said, look, I did nothing wrong. The police have now confirmed it. Please give me back my season ticket. The club said no, right? Because the club wants to take season tickets off of people so that they can then sell them online for a higher price, right? Now, just to break this down to you a little bit more, a season ticket at City, a season ticket will cost you, basically, if I was to break down a season ticket into game by game, it costs you about £33 per game, right? They can sell that on Viagogo for £120, right? So that's what they're trying to do, right? If you imagine that is £90 additional profit off of one ticket, right? They're trying to get back season tickets because, one, they can sell it for a lot more as an individual per game. Two, a local game-going fan spends X amount. A tourist or a global fan that's come over for maybe a one-off game, they will spend 3 times as much. They'll go in the club shop, they'll buy merchandise, all of that stuff. They'll probably stay in the hotel. Now, this is not about not allowing tourists or global fans come to the game. This is about still looking out for the local fans that have been there through the worst times, right? And let's be clear. If my club do not get things back good, right? Who will it be that are there supporting them? It's going to be the local fans, innit? Right? So they need to keep the local fans happy. It's just about making sure the season tickets are still put into the club. Look, a lot of City fans support the club because their dad supported the club and their dad's dad support. I support the club because my dad supported the club. My dad's dad supported the club. My sisters support the club. My niece and nephew support the club. Everyone in my family, bar my brother-in-law who is a Scouser and supports Liverpool, support Manchester City, right? So now you can't get new season tickets. So dads can't take their sons because their sons can't get season tickets. How does that make sense? So, yeah. And do you know what? This is a thing. We're mad happy. I've said this, that we have backed our owners to the death, right? But they ain't getting it right with this one. It's not right. But anyway, we will be talking about that a lot more on the City channel. I'm going to be heading over there now. As I said, we are going to be here every single morning. Appreciate every single one of you that's been here with me. Please remember, 8:30 in the morning, if you want to watch football YouTube, come over to Never a Foul. Every single morning during the week, I'm going to be here. I will put the link down the side in the comments for everyone to join me every single morning. Camera must be on, but then you can join the stream. And there we go. Donna, I will edit out the bit where we show your face. Donna, I'll get that edited out just for you. But yeah, going to be here every single day. You're welcome to join. And yeah, Donna, don't worry, I'm going to get it removed. Don't worry, I'll get it removed. If you stay here now, I would like you to... Right, I'm going to ask one last thing for you. Firstly, check the likes. The likes are on 145. Need 5 more likes. I want the likes on 150 before the show ends. As soon as this show ends, it will be redirecting straight over to mine and Steve's channel, We Are the South Stand. Again, if you could please stay on the stream, go over there, smash the like button, subscribe on that video as well. We will be live today at around midday, I believe. Myself, Cass, and the usual panel. Thanks to everyone, and we are out ski.